I think the worst thing about losing your hair is your confidence level. You know, you're always checking, you wonder which way the wind's going to blow.
When I realised I had a condition at 21 which resulted in hair loss, unfortunately it interfered with most parts of my life.
I'd hate looking at reflections in shopping centres and cameras when entering Safeway, and it would just stress me more and more. The more as it got worse, the worse I felt, and I just knew I had to do something about it.
I did keep it to myself, and I did try and hide that from a lot of people. Apart from a few close family friends who obviously, to try and make me feel better, assured me there was no problem, but evidently there was.
As the hair started to thin, I felt I was wearing caps a little bit more, and as the density lessened over the years, I got to the point where I couldn't actually brush the hair up anymore. I had to just comb it forward because there was no density left.
For me, it's very isolating. I guess being 21 years old, I was in an age bracket where there definitely wasn't hair loss issues amongst men or women. And then adding to that, I was female. There was no female hair loss that I'd ever heard about or known about. You know, when you go out, you wear a dress, you wear your hair down. It represents how you feel as a woman, and I didn't have the opportunity to do that.
It made me feel stressed. It made me feel old. I started to lose confidence.
I just felt I would look better and younger had I had a full head of hair. So that was my reason for doing it.
I was looking at all the different procedures that were around. I didn't want to be popping pills all the time or applying things to my hair, and I was looking for a solution that was going to be permanent and that would, you know, it'd give me a lot more confidence and make me feel good about the decision I made. There
wasn't a lot of material there for me to reference for women's hair loss, which is why I'm here today. I feel that if somebody can use this information and my results to encourage them to go ahead with the treatment, then it would be fantastic for them, as it was for me.
I did request information from about 3 different places, and out of all the ones I received, it was National Hair Institute that seemed the most genuine and the most informative, and that's the reason I ended up going for an appointment with them.
National Hair Institute gave me some options that I could consider for the replacement of my hair that I'd lost. It gave me an option to recover from a condition that was beyond my control. It was taking over my life and really holding me back from being the person that I really wanted to be.
They make you feel very comfortable and confident that you're going to be under the best possible care.
In terms of shopping around, no, I didn't, because I figured the product I saw in front of me was very good, so I went for it.
The thing I liked the most is there was absolutely no pressure. I mean, they just sat there and said, this is the deal, this is what we can do, this is how much it will cost, and they just left it up to me from that point on.
It was really funny because when I went in for the procedure, I was so nervous and I had all these built-up anticipations of what it was going to be, and then I must admit, once it actually started underway, I think I fell asleep.
Initially I was worried about the pain before and after the procedure, but for me, I'd definitely consider having the operation again. It was completely painless. I felt comfortable the whole way.
All those built-up pre-misconceptions totally went out the door, and I would do it again, wouldn't even hesitate.
With hair transplantation, there's no ongoing maintenance or ongoing costs. I mean, what you pay for is basically on the day of the procedure, and yeah, the rest is just keeping the head of hair for the rest of your life.
The biggest thing that it does is actually give me an opportunity to dress the way that I want to. I definitely found myself wearing a lot of hats and a lot of headbands and things that would cover the area, which changes what you wear. You can't exactly go out on a Saturday night wearing a dress and high heels with a baseball cap on.
Since I've actually had the procedure done, it's totally changed my life. I'm a lot more confident. I can walk into auditions or on stage and I don't even bat an eyelid now, and I'm a lot more confident with the women too. It's great.
Got into the stage where I actually don't remember how it felt to have a thin head of hair. It feels like it's been a long time, but I've just gotten used to having hair again, and it certainly feels much better than being bald, I can say that much.
Go to the National Hair Institute's seminars, being informed about what they can convey to you, check out ex-patients of theirs to find out what the results are like. That's what I did, and I've never looked back. And as I said to guys, they should invest in themselves as opposed to just bricks and mortar, because it's something that is permanent and it's a result that will put a smile on their face for the rest of their lives.
When a patient comes to us, he sees John, the counsellor, so he can see exactly what the hair looks like that's growing, because John's had a procedure, and he can make decisions about whether this is what he wants. We also invite them to seminars so that they can see other patients that have had it done and talk to them privately if that's what they'd like to do. There is no pressure. They make the decision up about what they want to do.
The difference is really around the honesty that's applied here. Most feedback is that they appreciate the fact that we aren't pushy, that we quite literally give them as much information as possible and they can make a genuine decision on the information that they've now gained.
If they don't get 90% growing of what we've put in, then we'll put more hair in without charge to the patient. The National Hair Institute uses state-of-the-art surgical equipment and has adhered to the best practices in the industry to provide our clients with the most positive experience. A positive experience can arise from a wide variety of factors. At the National Hair Institute, we pride ourselves in our service and giving our clients a surgical procedure that produces a fantastic result with minimal discomfort. Most clients that we have performed surgery on admit that their initial reluctance to the pain of surgery was not warranted. In fact, 97% of our clients surveyed post-operatively said they would be less apprehensive if they had surgery again. This result comes from surgery performed by highly experienced doctors assisted by a professional team. Today we've got the fortunate situation of being able to talk to a patient during surgery. Because we've used local anaesthetic, the patient is awake and able to listen to music, watch television or movies. Today's patient is Erkin and he is a Norwood 4, in other words he's lost quite a bit of hair.
Well, it was in my mid-20s that I sort of realised that something was going wrong up there. At that age you sort of, you brush it to the side, say, nah, look, I'm losing a bit here and there, but I'll live through it. But gradually, when you get older, it's sort of, you can see the scalp showing through the hair. The confidence sort of goes downhill. Social life sort of minimises. You want to look good when you go out. I wore a cap, grew my hair long. What I saw on the transplant was it gives good results. It looks natural, that's how I see it. Obviously it is your own hair from another section of your scalp, but in the end, seen from other pictures from other patients, that it does look natural. The benefits, firstly, it's going to look fuller on top, and secondly, I won't be wearing a cap. That's it, there's another thing, and hopefully my social life will sort of, get better as time goes on. If it's going to make you happy in the end, just do it, don't listen to other people. In the end, it's how you see it and how you're going to feel.
This operation is a first for National Hair Institute and I believe the first that is being done in Australia, where we are combining a follicular unit extraction of taking small grafts out of the donor area, as well as doing follicular unit grafting. Because of the flexibility of Erkin's scalp and also the density of his hair, I believe that we'll get in excess of 5,000 grafts today.
How is it going to change my life after the operation or after the final results? Well, hey, I haven't used wax for a long time. Well, there's a start. I might have a hairstyle. And yeah, I'm going to throw away the hat. There's another one, and start going out. Just enjoying life with a full head of hair.
Improve your confidence. Join the thousands of National Hair Institute patients who are enjoying a new lease on life. Beat hair loss today. For an obligation-free consultation, call the team at the National Hair Institute.